to VLSI design video. We are looking at design and verification with PLDs. This is lecture 3 what we are looking at. The content what we are going to see is carry chains and cascade chains in FPGA. So the objective of this video is to explore interconnection matrix in FPGA. So first let's see the introduction. FPGA is an off-the-shelf VLSI chip that contains programmable logic cells and programmable routing resource. FPGAs can be divided into two classes that we have seen in the previous lecture also, coarse grain and fine grain, based on the logic capacity of each logic cell. The coarse grain FPGA contains logic cells, each of which has rich functionality, while the fine grain FPGA contains logic cells with limited functionality. Most of the coarse grain FPGAs contain a cascade circuit in each logic cell to collect partial results. However, all existing FPGAs provide only the linear cascade circuit, which results in long cascading delay. So what is a cascade chain? The basic logic block, which is called as a logic element, contains a 4-input lookup table. What is a lookup table that we have seen in the previous video? A flip-flop. It also has a flip-flop and a special purpose carry circuitry for arithmetic circuits. So the logic element, which is containing the LUT, flip-flop, special purpose carry circuitry, also includes a cascade circuitry that allows for efficient implementation of wired ANDing functions. So the details of these are shown in the figure. You can see here it consists of a flip-flop, a cascade circuitry, a multiplexer, and the lookup table. So it is having a cascade circuitry as well as a carry circuitry. So these two, this cascade circuitry is for ANDing and carry circuit is for some arithmetic functions. So this lookup table along with the flip-flop will make up the logic element. So here you can see LE out, that is the logic element, the cascade in and cascade out, some carry in whatever we give, it is given to the lookup table, and carry out also is taken. This is the simple logic element of a Altera Flex 8000 family. In the Flex 8000, logic elements are grouped into set of 8 called logic array blocks, and they are a term borrowed from Altera CPLD. As shown in the previous slide in the figure, each logic array block contains local interconnect, and each local wire can connect any logic element to any other logic element within the same logic array blocks. So you can see here logic array block. So we can connect within the logic element, logic array block, or this logic element to other logic element in the other logic array block, because one logic array block consists of 8 logic elements. So in one block such 8 logic elements are available. A local interconnect also connects to the Flex 8000 global interconnect called fast track. All fast track wires, horizontal wires, are identical, and so interconnect delays in the Flex 8000 are more predictable. So you can see here this is LE, that is the logic element, simple logic block, and this is one more logic block, and this is the logic block. Likewise, we have a group of logic blocks, and we have a fast interconnect, which is to connect one logic block with the other logic block, or from the other logic array block to this logic array block. So that can be done with a fast interconnect. So in one logic array block there can be minimum of 8 logic elements, or a set of 8 logic elements. What about the fast carry chains? A key feature of modern FPGAs is that they include the special logic and interconnect required to implement fast carry chains. Each logic cell contains special carry logic. This is complemented by dedicated interconnect between the two logic cells in each slice, between the slices in each configurable logic block, and between the configurable logic blocks themselves. That means, see, the FPGA architecture is like logic element. The group of logic elements will make you a slice, and the group of slice will make you configurable logic block, or it is also called as logic array block, LAB or CLB. So this is the hierarchy which is followed. So this is complemented between the logic cells, between the slices, and between the configurable logic blocks. This special carry logic and dedicated routing boosts the performance of logical functions such as counters and arithmetic functions such as adders. The availability of these fast carry chains in conjunction with features like the shift register, use of LUTs and embedded multipliers are useful when the FPGAs are to be used for applications like DSP. Let us see the example of a Spartan 6 FPGA configurable logic block. Configurable logic block of Spartan 6 contains two slices connected to switch matrix for routing to other FPGAs. So you can see here two slices it has, and connected to switch matrix. These two are connected to the switch matrix, interconnection matrix or switch matrix we call it as, and the carry chains runs vertically through slice 0 only, not both, through slice 0 only. And this carry chain, suppose I am going to implement a adder which is having some output. SI is AI XOR BI XOR CI, and finally the carry output, which is CI plus 1, is AI BI plus AI XOR BI into CI. Suppose this is one such adder which is implementing the addition operation and is producing the output sum and carry. So this requires two lookup tables. One lookup table is to implement the sum, and the other lookup table is to implement the carry output. At each stage it requires two lookup tables, because SI can be any number, I can be any number. Based on the I, that many stages it can have. This, along with the routings, makes adder begin slow. Hence, dedicated carry chain to make adder faster implementing CI plus 1. So every time if I keep on making up two lookup table for each stage, then making the connection between them, it will be a big, and it makes it slower process also. So suppose I have a carry chain, then I can just connect them so as to make my addition faster. So this is the carry chain. So I have AI. So this AI is again connected to the CI plus 1. So this, for AI and BI, I need to implement lookup table at every stage, and this lookup table is implementing what? AI exclusive or BI. Getting with me? So AI exclusive or BI is done with one lookup table, and CI is already given. Okay. So this AI exclusive or BI, since it is repeated, I can just make it as a carry. The output of this is given to the XOR to produce the sum, because AI XOR BI XOR CI will be my sum output. But if I want to generate the carry, it is AI XOR BI into CI, this one, plus AI into BI what I want. So these things we need to repeat it again. Using this carry chain, it makes it faster, and the connections also will be less. So this is such an example of a Spartan 6 family. You can see here the lookup tables what we have, and the scene what we are giving. This is passed, this is carried in every stage, CY, wherever you see, it is carried, and finally we get the output as Cout. Okay, so such implementation will be done using the carry chains. So for our adders, use the operator plus to be able to use carry chains. For higher level functions like counters etc., synthesis tools infer and use carry chains. The AND gate combining AI and BI shown in the slice diagram before is the partial product generation in multipliers. In some FPGAs, carry chains has features to cascade the LUT outputs. So I hope you might have understood what is the carry chain and some of the logic blocks which we have shown, and especially in the slides how this carry chain is passed through the lookup tables to come out as the COUT, so as to reduce the complexity and to make the operations, especially the arithmetic operations, faster. Thank you for watching.